Working in a nursery, which is a place designed and made to take in the elders who've been abandoned by their children. And this is shameful. With the grace of Allah Azza wa Jal, the Muslims don't have this. And if they do, it's on a very, very limited scale, because the Muslims pay great value to their parents and to their grandparents. And it's an honor for them that they fight, the siblings fight over whom to take care of his parents when they grow old. So, generally speaking, Muslim world, we don't have such nurseries because it's a disgrace and it's shameful for a Muslim to have his parents thrown in such places. Secondly, what is the ruling on serving the opposite gender? Islamically speaking, this is not permissible. It is not permissible for a woman, whether she is a caretaker or a nurse, to serve the opposite gender. And it's not permissible for a man to take care of an elderly woman by washing her, by taking care, changing her clothes, etc. This has to be segregated. Now, in non-Muslim countries, this might be difficult, if not impossible. And this is problematic. So, what is the advice? The advice is for the sisters not to work in such places, unless they make it a condition that they would treat females only. But if there were no males to take care of the males, and the sisters' job, like in nurses, for example, in hospitals, a nurse, a female nurse, is like 9-to-1 male nurse. So the male nurse cannot attend all the male patients. So what to do? I'm not talking about Islamic countries. Islamic countries, by default, it is their obligation to secure such jobs and to ensure such segregation, usually. Because no man, a Muslim man, would allow another stranger, nurse or a doctor, to come and look at his wife freely and change her, bathe her, do etc. And no Muslim man would allow a strange woman to come and do this for him. It's totally against our system and our religion and our ethics. But we're not talking about a Muslim country, we're talking about a non-Muslim country. So if this sister works in such a nursery, she is allowed to serve men in such a fashion, to take care of them, especially if they're senile and they've lost it, they don't have their conscience on them, providing that she minimizes the trouble as much as possible. How is that done? By ensuring that she doesn't touch their awrah directly. She has to always be wearing gloves, and she try her level best not to be alone or not to keep the door closed. As for serving haram food, this is totally prohibited. So if they demand pork or some wine with their food, this is totally prohibited for a Muslim male or female to carry or to serve or to collaborate with them in such a sin. And it is best for them to look for a better, decent job that does not go against our religion.